Can I just can I share a pet peeve real quick?
Yes.
I know this is not necessarily where we were going to go with this, but I feel like I just need to say this because it just makes perfect sense here. Okay. So this is a gripe that I have with the entire camera industry.
Okay.
And I'm saying this at this moment right now because I want this to be clipped up. You hear me, Travis? I want this to be clipped up so that way everybody in the camera industry can know exactly how I feel. And every brand needs to watch this, okay?
Yeah.
So there is something that happens when most tech products come out, like Apple products,
Yeah.
right? You have a moment where the product is like, people are speculating about the product for months.
Yeah.
Dang near know everything. But the company, Apple, doesn't say anything,
Yeah.
right? They have their dates. Everybody knows. Fall, right? Then Tim Cook and his entire team, they come out on stage
Mhm.
and they give us a product announcement. And we are all excited. And they are just hyping this thing up. It does this. It does this. It does. And we're all just like, yes, yes, yes. And then they say, pre-orders start at the end of the week next week, and it'll be shipping a week later.
Mhm.
And one, okay, that gives me 2 weeks time
Mhm.
to okay, am I going to buy this thing? Let me think about it. Let me figure it out. Okay, I know when the pre-orders are coming. Cool, pre-orders come and okay, I want this thing the day that they ship.
Yeah.
So you stay up or you do whatever you got to do, wake up early, and you say, I am going to put in my pre-order so that way that the day they say shipping's going to happen,
Mhm.
I can get the newest iPhone, or I can go into a store on that same day. If I didn't pre-order, I
Mhm.
can wake up early, go find a Best Buy, go find a Verizon, whatever. I can walk in the store and I can actually buy the phone and I can walk out happy if I'm willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
My pet peeve with the camera industry is this is not how it is done.
Mhm.
And it is incredibly frustrating as a creative because there are so many times when a camera gets announced and they do the first part. They have a big announcement and a lot of them now, Sony's done this where they post something. They're like, we're going to announce something on Thursday.
Mhm.
Canon did the same thing with the R1. They dropped
Oh,
so
yeah.
many teases and they're like, we're going to announce something. We're going to announce something. And then they have the big announcement. They get us all excited. And then you just go to B&H, you put in an order and you just put your thumbs in your pocket and you just wait.
Yes.
And that process of releasing cameras
Mhm.
to me is so frustrating.
Mhm.
The only camera brand that I've ever seen that hasn't done this
Yeah.
is Red. Now, granted, this was underneath their own time. I don't know how it's going to work with Nikon now.
Yeah.
But when Red announced the Raptor, or they announced the Komodo X, or they announced the original Komodo, the day they announced it, you could actually put in your order
Mm.
and you had it just a few weeks later.
Mhm.
And for me, I totally feel like that is the issue within the camera space.
Mhm.
And I think if every brand, I'm talking to you guys now, right now, if you would just announce the camera when you were ready to ship the camera and people could buy it immediately, I 100% believe, I'm looking right down the barrel of the lens right now. I 100% believe that you would sell way more units and people would be way more excited because there have been too many times with pieces of gear
Mhm.
where I have personally been like, oh, that looks amazing, but I don't put in my order because I don't know when I'm going to get it. And literally this happened just the other day.
Yeah.
I put in an order for a set of Blazars 3 months ago. Totally forgot about it. Just was like, I guess I'll get them when I get them. And then I just got a random notification. Oh, they're shipping. And part of me was like, oh, okay. Wait, what card did I put that on? You know what I mean? I totally forgot. Where's that money coming out of?
Yeah.
It completely caught me off guard. But it was yes, I'm excited to finally be getting them.
We got some Blazers.
But at the same time, I'm kind of not as excited as I was when I originally put in my order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the other thing that I think can hurt these brands, this is my thought,
Yeah.
is legitimately right now, since I was originally looking at the Blazars and I put in my order, I have found other lenses that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So when these Blazars come in, I'm I'm gonna shoot with them a little bit and be like, do I really want these blazers now?
Yeah.
Like the excitement, the high is sort of gone.
Hmm.
So that's just been my little, I don't know, this is my little rant for a minute.
Yeah.
I want the system of releasing camera gear to just be different,
Yeah.
better. I don't know if better is the term, but that has been like my biggest gripe
Get rid of
with
these planned shortages or small supply drops.
yes.
Like, yeah, absolutely not. Do not put in a pre-order like like a Cybertruck and you're waiting for
Just forever.
who knows.
Yeah, it's
You know.
I mean, like, I get that they're probably utilizing that data to know how many orders to buy. Like, they're probably taking the first 3 days worth of orders and being like, "All right, factory, crank it up to a 6 or crank it
Mhm.
up to a 10
Yeah.
or whatever." But like, dude, as somebody who like lives and breathes this stuff and I'm excited, like
Mhm.
when I'm excited to buy and I put my credit card down, like Scott says it, like you want it now. You're right. Like I want my cameras and I want them now. Like if I'm giving you thousands of dollars for this thing,
Yeah.
I kind of want to be able to put my money down and get a camera here pretty soon. And I know I'm part of the problem on this next little vent, but like having creators make a bunch of videos so you know the products are out there, that the product is done, it's in creators' hands, these big launches, like, and then we can't get it for months.
Yeah,
It's tough.
it is I mean, it is like it's their marketing strategy and they're trying to build hype and they're trying to build excitement. But knowing, especially with the DJI Focus Pro,
Yes.
like, bro, it's been out forever. It's been in the hands. It's been on showrooms. It's been in YouTubers' hands. Cannot get it. Like, people are just getting their Focus Pros within like the last like 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm just like, you're killing me,
Yeah. No,
killing me.
and I also think there's a benefit to like not only getting it in, like get it in the creator's hands. That's great.
Yeah,
But I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I need to see somebody who didn't get it for free.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like the R1 and the R5.
hmm,
Like great cameras. I think they're going to be phenomenal.
yeah.
But I want to see it in the hands of somebody who bought it themselves.
It's still a question mark.
Yeah,
Like, it's
there's a
still
lot
like
of stuff that's a question mark.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Because
even
it was at your
event
in Phoenix.
Yep.
You know, and they had everyone said, I had this camera for 3 hours, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just kind of like, ugh. So none of it was, at least from what I could tell, was under proper lighting, or none of it was like because of like marketing material, like nobody has NDs on it.
Yeah.
You know, it's all just like just straight up the best that you can do with what they've given you. And some of them got creative. Like I think Jared, he like took it outside to check the rolling shutter and that sort of stuff, that it looked like, hey, that wasn't in the building or whatever, that they were shooting it in the gym. But yes, it very much is like Peter McKinnon's about the closest that I've seen it in a real world scenario. And even he's an ambassador of light. So
Yeah, I think for me, my concern with the way that they do it right now, like I mean, especially the Canon R1 and R5 release, is like as a creator, they didn't know what the camera was until like they got it, and then it was like, hey, here's a bunch of information about this camera. Now you have 3 hours to go figure out how to test it and make a YouTube video around it.
Yeah.
Right. Which is just a very hard thing to do.
yeah.
And like, this is why I think it's so beneficial because, like, even when the R5 came out, the first R5 came out, I
Yeah.
took it and went and shot a wedding with it.
Yeah.
And like, that was one of the first things I ever did with that camera. And I don't shoot a lot of weddings, but I wanted to take it and shoot this wedding with it. And I learned so much about the camera, how to handle the overheating. Don't shoot in all eyes, shoot in IPB. Like so many little things I learned about how to make, and this was all before the software update that fixed the overheating issue.
Yeah.
Right. So like you learn so much more when you actually can take the camera out and use it in a real world environment versus just like a testing environment. And that's what's missing from purchases and from reviews when, you know, and I know I'm a creator too, and I get gear and I review it, but like I understand that like there's two parts I think to a review. There is like, okay, what is the product? And then how did somebody actually use it?
Yeah.
And like even with my reviews, I'll try to do that, but sometimes the brands don't give you that much flexibility to be able to do something like that. So
Yeah.
I would just love to see something like that where brand releases the product. They tell you pre-orders start in 2 weeks. You pre-order it, and if you're there on day 1 for pre-order,
Mm-hmm.
you know you're getting a unit when they actually launch, which might be a week or 2 later.